going to stop. I'll be glad to take questions on anything you want to ask, or wherever y'all want to hands up. Just raise your hand, and if you don't mind telling me your name, you start. Why don't we start right there with that, sir?
There we go. Just had it turned the wrong way around. Thank you for coming down, Senator. I have a question. Actually, it's related to two different parts, related parts in your information sheet. One is the clean water. I'm a member of several organizations who work together to get a petition to the Environmental Protection Agency in D.C. asking them to take charge of enforcement of the Clean Water Law Act. This thing has been in effect since about 1970, and they still are not enforcing it here in Iowa. Neither the governor nor the Department of Natural Resources. So, number one, I have a request. If you were elected or when you were elected, I would like you to really push that.
I will. I've said it many times before. There's no excuse for having clean water and clean air law and not enforce it. And it's the obligation of the president to enforce it. I will enforce it.
Related with that, one of the big problems that we have here with the water is the confinement feeding operation. Now, I see in your information sheet, CAFOs, yes, that you will put a moratorium on the lagoons. Well, a lot of the new ones are no longer building lagoons, they're building pits underneath the building. Now, they think just as bad, and they blow poisonous gases off on the neighbors, the same way as the lagoon. We should get rid of the same thing. Pardon me.
To the longer-term issue, then I'll address the short-term issue. The longer-term issue is, I don't know how you all, some of you may feel differently about this. I don't trust these electronic voting machines. And I think the answer is paper ballot. And I think we should have paper ballot. So that we know, then we have to to go back and we have to change the law. That's what we have to do. And Mr. President of the United States is going to, I'm not talking about this election, it will not happen. I'd love for it to happen, but if it will not happen, I know it's not realistic to think it will happen. So I'm just being honest with you. So for this election, that's what I would push as President of the United States. I'm getting back to that. What we have to do, what I have to do as the presidential nominee, what our party has to do, is we have to have a systematic, we have to have a system set up nationwide to have people who are actually in the precincts ensuring that the votes are being cast and counted correctly. Because if we don't have monitors in place, anything can happen. It's still dangerous. It is, some of it is out of our hands, some of it is not. What happened, I'll give you an example. What happened in 2004 in Ohio, where the presidency was decided, was we had the Republican Secretary of State, and what they did in Republican areas, they had as many voting machines as you could ever want. Period. And the result was people could come in, vote, 3 minutes, gone. In the Democratic voting areas, which tended to be the poor areas, in the Democratic areas, and this type of college university campuses, they were waiting for 10 or 12 hours to vote. So this was not an accident, not by any stretch of the imagination. They knew exactly what they were doing. So I think there are very specific things we can do to ensure, and now, thank goodness we have Ohio, we have a Democratic governor in Ohio. So we can make sure that, and I understand why people get suspicious because, the 3 big swing states in the 2004 election, Republicans were in charge of Florida, Bush won. The Republicans were in charge of Ohio, we won. The Democrats were in charge of Pennsylvania, we won. I mean, really, I understand this. I think what we have to do is we have to have a systematic effort of monitoring everything that's happening in the country. And there will be. There will be the fact of the matter right now, yes, the party's working on it, but right now they're also focused on the nomination process. As soon as we get past probably early February, there'll be a real focus on what we're talking about. You're welcome.